you all know the web is filled with a lot of, spam and rubbish, sometimes a lot of junk mails and stuff. And the web is also sometimes a cold place. So what Jonathan tried to do was to find emotion in the web, from the web. And he was quite ingenious. He devised a way of using your search engines, like your Googles and your Yahoo. But his search engine was not devised to look for keywords, for buying things on eBay. His search was for emotions. So he had this search engine that could look for emotions from blogs. So when you have a blog, and then you blog, and you say, I feel happy today, or I feel sad, the search engine actually finds you out and then puts you into this place. So what you see here is this huge live dots, which is kind of like the emotional state of the internet or emotional state of the world. So let's say like the pink color represents happy, yellow color maybe I'm okay, like green color is I'm sad. So it represents every single person in the World Wide Web who is blogging about how they feel about themselves. So you could see the emotional state. When you click on it, it actually can tell you how many people in the world are happy, how many people are sad, how many people are, just feeling crazy or foolish, You can even search by genre, by gender of the person, by the age, by the weather of the place, by the location. It can even link you to the actual person itself, the picture of the person from the blog. So these are some of the things, like I feel fine. I can't help but feel a bit disgusted. I've kissed numerous other boys. Well, I personally tried searching for lonely Brazilian woman, and I found 3 of the web. And I tried to search for, well, obviously I was quite concerned about how happy Singaporeans are, and I realized that Singaporeans are quite depressed, so. So this is another project that was showcased. Colors magazine from Italy. They did an issue called a Volan, and it was an imaginary island where, well, like you watch all the films like 2012 where, apocalypse comes, when world disaster comes. So they were saying what happens if global warming really happens. So they had this island where it used to be snow and winter, and now it's in summer all the time. So you can see like the Eskimo boy now is in the desert. So they had all this whole issue talking about this global warming, done in a quite interesting way. Well, this is quite a useless project, actually. It's done by Martí Guisé, a Spanish designer, and he devised a various way of doing food. So this is quite a useless food because you can't eat the food, So it's a cake that is like a pie chart. So it tells you exactly like how much sugar is in there, how much cinnamon is in there, how much chocolate is in there. And he always experiments very much with food. And he even have a lollipop with like a tripod, so you can be hands-free when you suck on your lollipop. Pretty useless, actually. So, well, we also have some serious presentations like design and disasters. We actually commissioned a curator to come in to curate this part because last few years we had a lot of natural disasters around the world. And we wanted to look at how design can help in disaster situations. So we had designers from various parts of Asia coming in to help out, to see how they can help the people in Thailand. Let's say if tsunami were to come again, or let's say in Japan if they have earthquakes, So they have various solutions for, shelters. What if earthquake happens, and then they can have like these balloons where you can tell people where the location are for the medical center. They even have a makeshift cardboard toilet, just in case, you need to go to the toilet when disaster hits you. This is Cassius Kramer from Amsterdam, and they are actually an advertising agency, but they came out with this very interesting brand called the Do Project, which is a brand that's called Do. And what they like to do is to get the consumers to DIY, to get involved in making your own products, okay? So they have various things like the Do Box, which is a boxing punch bag, which you can fill up with newspaper. They have a do break, which is a vase that you can, the more you break it, the more beautiful the vase is, because they are made of some kind of silicon material. Do hit, which is kind of like a metal chair where they give you a sledgehammer and you have to bash the chair so that you can get the right shape that you really want. Pretty useless designs as well. And a do scratch, which you can scratch your own name into a light box. The other project that we showed was a flow market from Denmark, and it's quite interesting because basically he's selling you a concept of useless shopping experience. And you can buy anything from this shop, from 1/4 of unconditional love to 500 ml of stress killers to 200 ml of balance. So, you can even buy good vibes or clean air in this very clean, crazy little supermarket. This is Martin Margiela. He also showed his artisanal collection, where he had various recycled materials to make all the fashion stuff. Like this one on the right side is basically your Christmas ornaments. They make it into a mink coat. Redesigned from UK. They had different chair designs, and one of them was a chair that can grow. So it takes 3 years before you can sit on the chair. So various chairs that you can see here. Singapore has this problem of junk mail. People like to put junk mails outside your house, for you to buy whatever things, get a free massage or whatever, So one of our designers decided to take all the junk mails and return it back to the junk guys by making really nice books, and send it back to them. Yeah. Hanami is lights made out of plastic lamp fans from Japan. These designers, they collected it, and they make it into kind of like a Hanami flower-shaped lamp. And it's a motion sensor. This is a treasured tress from Japan. They work a lot with things like recycling of bottle caps and stuff. Yeah. Project H from US, they have this thing called a live straw that you can filter the water and you can have clean water in third world countries. Useless materials, we had an exhibition of useless materials. Various things like holder for chewing gum, recycled from chewing gum itself. So, yeah, various stuff. Okay. Just gonna quickly go through some exhibits. Interesting photography work by these two French photographers who are paparazzi, and they go around a celebrity's house collecting their trash. So you see here is like Madonna, Sylvester Stallone, we have them all. Yeah, they think that it's really important. They spend 10 years of their lives doing it. Yeah. But this is their recent project. The next 10 years, they're going to do it on normal people, and they did one in China. Design and Conscience from Art Technica. They are a US-based company. They work with various designers to do designs that they work with artisans from various parts of the world, and to try to make the designs give work to these people, the artisans who are a dying breed of people or profession. So like this, you see is a weaving lamp from Brazil. So tires from Vietnam, and they got these weavers from Vietnam to do interesting stuff. Some pictures of the exhibition itself. We have a useless library where we get people to donate books, and then you can, one for one, you can exchange it. We have a useless shop. The books and the water and stuff, yeah? So, well, at the end of the show, we have this thing where, we have this icon where we say that, okay, why don't you put the world on your head and then you throw away all the rubbish. So you clear your trash here. And whatever that people threw previously, the ideas are hung back on, like clothes. They hang from the clothing line. So how do we design value? So, well, quite simply, ideas are quite useless until you make them useful, because ideas can change the world. So this is utter rubbish. Thank you.